Hey everybody, Morrissadead, Undead Hunter for the Horde. I am a level 82 in the Hydraxis realm in World of Warcraft. And today I'm going to do a video specifically for the hunters in World of Warcraft. Since I'm a level 82 hunter, might as well just toss along some advice and see if that helps you. Let's begin. We hunters, we're all given pets when we log on to World of Warcraft. And depending on what type of pet it is, determines what its specialty is. Like spiders are good for PvP, bears are good for tanks, unless it's a spirit bear. Spirit bears are also DPS. Spirit bears are the only DPS bear. The rest are tanks, and so forth and so on. I recommend filling out your Beast Mastery part tree, filling it all the way down, because that will emphasize the kind of damage your pet can do. The other two areas are for what you can do, and you want to make sure that your pet is as strong as possible and can get the job done. So make sure to fill that out whenever you can. As far as solo battle, now here's the thing. Before I approach any mob, I look to see how tightly condensed they are. The higher up in level you go, the more mob members that they will be, the more tightly condensed they will be, and the greater the number. And you have to be very strategic when you're a hunter, because you have to conserve your health. We don't have any magical abilities to heal. We're not a healer. We are damage dealers. So you got to be very strategic when you approach the mob and how you approach the mob and staying alive. The pet is a good help, and this is why it's good to have your Beast Mastery tree filled out, because it's like a second player being there with you, and it can help you a lot. But if you don't have a flying mount, you can use your riding mount, ride around the mob, find an area where there's like 1 or 2 mob members, and kill them first. And then just slowly work your way towards whatever it is you need for your quest. If you have a flying mount, that's even better. You can just fly around, take a look at the mob, see what mob members are where and how many there are, and judge how close you can get to them before they pile on you. You also have to make judgment calls, whether you should use your ranged weapon or your melee weapon. Sometimes, even though it's a big no-no, you should use your ranged weapon. That's our specialty. You have to make judgment calls, if you're in an area and you think to yourself, okay, if I use my ranged weapon, I'm going to have 4 mob members on top of me, because my pet's going to go after the target and they're going to pile on top of her, and then I'm going to have to get into it. Or am I going to use my melee weapon and just stick to one-on-one combat with a mob member and just do it that way? So sometimes it's smarter to use your melee weapon. Sometimes it's smarter to use your range. So just use your best judgment. You want to be able to get in and out without getting killed. So, just really do some intel before you approach a mob. The higher level mobs, they hit harder, and they will come after you, and they're more ferocious than the lower level mobs. So always keep that in mind. If you're in a situation where you know you're going to die, your health is getting low, if you happen to have a feign death button, use it. Use it. Fake death, that way they'll leave you alone for a second. If you're in a situation though where you feign death and the mob members are like right there, what can I do? What to do about that? If you're in a situation where you're in a mob and you're going to die, and the feign death is not going to help you, I strongly recommend running to an area where there's no mob members. And that way, if you die, you can come back to your body and not have to deal with resurrection sickness or any penalty to your armor or anything in your bag. So, if you're going to die, die smart. But try to stay alive. Again, use your judgment with melee or versus ranged. What will attract the most mob attention versus what will keep it to a minimum so you can just get in there and do your quest. And I hope that I've helped some hunters, and you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.